God darn it. You know, my content, everybody knows. Okay, now that's a straight thought for me. It's not. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. And I say that respectfully. I am Naya, genuine love respect, and this is Peace. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. Hide to the genuine ones with no molested intentions. Don't dim your light when you fall from a hater. Don't dim your light when you fall from a hater. Misery loves company, but don't disturb your peace. Someone gonna try to sneak this you, disrespect you. Those people are gonna tax away, but that's not your issue. Pray, God got your back. Pray, God got your back. G.O.D. got your back. We all don't pray the same, but hold on one second. When someone offers you to stay in your own way, neighbor, hater, stay in your life. You try to get out of pocket, but hold on one second. It resorts into yourself to self-reflect, to stay in your lane and realize to hold on one second. You is emotionally unstable, weirdo. Stay in your lane. Leave innocent people alone. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. Today is currently November 14th, 2025. Always be yourself when someone doesn't see potential within you. They don't know how to love you, respect you. You pour it into the wrong cup. You mad and you're worthy. You know, everybody's healing journey is not the same. Everybody's reality when it comes to spirituality isn't the same. But it's called respect, God darn it. It's the trade on me. I ain't gotta sleep with you, stupid ass. No, the trade on me. A fool will send smoke to you because you understand your own tools. I love myself now to dim my light. And the ballers, they grow. Hold on one second. I ain't got shit to do with me. I hope you stay in your lane, but I pray for them today. I ain't got anything to do with the shade to go for me. You know, my content is not for everyone. To the genuine ones, I say this respectfully. I hope all is well in your end, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself. You know, self-reflection more determined. They would never understand how you was truly dancing. They try to humble with you and dim your light. Even when you got lost in your words, it was never competition. Hold on one second, double jeopardy. God was truly showing you didn't have to jeopardize yourself because someone didn't understand their self-reflection. Going with them, they try to blackmail you right to left, all because it wasn't a hesitation when it comes to unconditional love, choosing yourself to better your worth. Hold on one second, God was never for life. He was a clout chasing no fame. They would never understand that you wasn't trying to bend out of shit, catch a case. It'd be the train of thought for me. They was already projected on you at the end of the day, paying you out to be a crash out, but you didn't have to wild out. Besides being authentic self, being a truth teller, it's going ball at certain folks mental when it come to growth. They trying to take those, but they couldn't keep up at the end of the day. How the audacity? No, that's the trigger. What's wrong with these people? I don't know how this type of stuff actually happens. When you say you're trying to pour into yourself on an empty stomach, you're trying to pour into yourself when you can't even see. You're trying to pour into yourself when God's showing you balance and knowledge. That hold on one second, that concentration is different. You know, because the tools that you thought wasn't within you, when you least expected, you truly paying attention to realize that you wasn't the issue. You know, regardless to what you've been through, at the end of the day, who would let you become your best self, vision of yourself? Or because, hold on one second, you overlooked yourself because you made a mistake. You know, nobody's perfect, but you are worthy. And when the right people walk into your life, they respect you, they see you, they hear you. They ain't sending spellwork or sending you the evil lie, and I say it respectfully. No, that's the trade though, man. They're gonna actually get to know you for who you are. No, the trade though for me. They're not gonna gather up with a hate train and dim your light, dim your light. No! You know, my content, everybody, and that's okay. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and entertainment purpose only. No, it's the train of thought for me. Ah! You ever been minding your business, minding your business? No, that's the trade though for me. You ever been browsing the streets or whatever the case may be? I'm not talking about being a sex worker or, you know, just minding your business. Going from point A to Z, you decide to get dressed or whatever the case may be, to express. No, the trade though was the beautiful art today. It's the trade though me. Decide to go get some fresh air. And you decide to say, you know what? I'm going to go mind my business in the most healthiest way. Choose me. No, it's the trade though regardless who overlooks me. And you accidentally bump into one of your parents' ex-friends. No, that's the trend though, man. They got so much to say. First of all, y'all not friends for a certain reason. I shouldn't be entertaining this conversation. No, it's the trend though, me. You ever got put in a situation where you should stay in a child's place? No, it's the trend though. At your big ass grown age. Ah! No, it's the trend though, me. When you realize that your parent don't talk to certain individuals no more, and it's like, dang. Will I be portraying them even if I don't talk to them either? No, it's a trade over me. Ah! Only the rest of, hold on one second. This fool decides to want to parlay with you. How you doing? How's your parents doing? If you was in communication with them, wouldn't you know? No, it's the check on me, stupid. Evidently, you don't know for a reason, so it's none of your goddamn business. It's the trait on me. Are you wrong being an adult when it comes to, telling your parents, friends that they don't associate themselves with anymore? Mind their goddamn business. Is that rude? It's the trait on me. When you come from a household that taught you manners, but didn't teach you manners, but taught you manners, but still then they curse them the fuck out. Curse them out. No, the trait on me. Only about to hold on a second. You wasn't trying to go down that route. You didn't want to participate, but have a good day. I don't want to prolong a conversation in the day because, someone is not here to defend themselves, and I don't know how mad they feel right now because they might just bump into me too. And the trade on is going to be me and you. And the trade on me. You ever bumped into one of your parents' ex-friends, whatever the case may be? That one friend at the end of the day, they said they was never a lover at the end of the day? It's the strength off of me. You ever decide to say, I'm going to go mind my business today? No, it's the trend on me. Entertainment purpose only. You ever mind your business and a fool decides to want to carry along a conversation at the end of the day? You should have been my child. Wait, what the fuck are you talking about, stupid? It's the trend on me. I don't want to repeat this conversation to my biological mother because they should go look at me like they. What? It's the trend. Exactly. That's what I said too. What the fuck? This fool starts to carry on and say, you know what? Me and your mother had a little thing back in the day or whatever the case may be, old buddy pal, whatever the case may be that she ended up with. That's how you came here, whatever the case may be. I was supposed to be your real pappy. No, that's the trait of me. Abigail, you're not stupid. No, it's the trait of me. I don't understand how people come up with these conversations at the end of the day. Like, I'm the child. I'm supposed to stay in the child's place, and I feel comfortable, and I'm trying to escape. It's the trait of me, goddamn self. What the fuck? I'm trying to understand and comprehend what the bullshit at the end of the day. You mean to tell me at the end of the day, you and my mammy used to talk back in the day, and you said that you should have been my pappy? That's the trait of me. I'm very so thankful it didn't happen like that, because you nothing but an asshole, too. And the trait of me, you don't fall too far from the apple at the end of the day. When you start to realize who's saying certain things that come out their goddamn mouth, I'm like, I think I was the accident, baby. No, it's the tray off for me. Well, you know. But that's besides the point. You've been minding your business, and you get that one phone call from your guardian or whatever case may be that you don't deal with. Listen, I don't know what you got going on or whatever the case may be, but homegirl just told me, listen, do me a favor. I don't give a fuck what they done told you at the end of the day. I said what I said. It's the trade off for me. You ever had to break the news down to your folks at the end of the day? I love myself. Hold on one second. You ever had to voice your opinion without being disrespectful? It was certain folks that didn't know how to love you when it came to that guardian. Hold on one second. That signature that day. The birthrights at the end of the day that brought you into this world. But who would have knew that God would allow you to heal? Because God created you the most healthiest way to bring you balance. Understand, now at the end of the day, that's your heavenly mother and father got your back. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same. You didn't have to pretend being authentic. You didn't hear I love you from hold on one second. Someone that actually signed a signature on the documentation. I don't mean no disrespect, but hold on one second. Why would I want to reject myself? Because you didn't know how to love me. I was put into a world so blind. Said the only way to hold on one second. I had to humble me. I had to be comfortable with my own skin. Even when folks don't spoke at the toxic way, you couldn't protect me. You said go out to the wolves at the end of the day. Only way to hold on one second. I found my way. And even when folks trying to rob me mentally, spiritually, trying to jump me right to left, eating all because I understood my self-reflection, standing up for myself. Yeah, I'm standing alone. I'm my biggest cheerleader, even when folks try to do me wrong. But who would at the end of the day? God allowed me to see why it chose me. Because in certain people's chapter, when it come to love, it's certain folks that didn't get that proper love when it comes to, hold on one second, balance. That mother, that father figure. It's certain folks that had to go into that institution at the end of the day, being labeled a number, or let's label some at the end, they just to change their name when it comes to their remedy. That hold on one second, I gotta find myself to humble myself. There was the hold on one second. God made me, and I'm far from ugly. Regardless, when they see my beauty within me. Yeah, they abandoned me. They know how to respect me. They didn't know how to protect me when I needed them at the end of the day. When it came to those conversations, yeah, you was wilding out at the end of the day, but who would have knew that you be comfortable in your skin, becoming your best self, vision yourself today when it comes to your reflection. You know, I may not make sense to the average person, but escaping yourself, nah. You was far from that habit. Another day, another chapter. At the end of the day, you found balance, understanding, restoring his different. It wasn't an overnight process when it came to true healing. You know, everybody that had their moms and pops in their life that say, I love you, I got your back. I love you, I love you. You ever had someone just come in your life that at the end of the day call you BITCH, call you ugly, stupid, slow, and retarded, let alone have folks try to rob you mentally, spiritually, and financially, not protecting your back? It'd be the trend of thought for me. How folks would create a narrative at the end of the day that they was truly by your side with hidden motives at the end of the day, smiling in your face, but God saw the devil at the end of the day when it came to, hold on one second, God didn't like ugly. You know, sometimes God removes us from certain folks for all the right reasons to protect us when it comes to growth at the end of the day. Certain folks would never understand. How could you allow yourself to move on with your life? How? I don't understand you. I wouldn't do that to my own baby. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same. It'd be the trend of thought for me. It wasn't just one argument at the end of the day, a disagreement. It's longer than at the end of the day. I don't wish this on nobody. No mother or father should play house with a child. And I say that respectfully. They'd be like, how? What's how? How? What do you mean? You know, pretending that someone is that child's father or pretending that someone's that's mother at the end of the day. You got to keep it real when it comes to the roles, when especially a role model at the end of the day. You know, I don't mean no disrespect, but this type of stuff actually happens when it comes to someone's programming and to make a baby feel at the end of the day they got to grow up, hold on a second, lost in space, the end of the day, only to find themselves. Everybody saying that you got mommy and daddy issues, but you understood your self-reflection, knew how to go within when folks misunderstood you, or because, hold on a second, you knew how to look in the mirror when someone didn't know how to love you, let alone say it out loud. Never trade off of me. You know, it's a woman, man, child that couldn't wait to hear I love you. But someone didn't know how. Because they was dealing with their own childhood wounds. It's a mother and father that didn't know how to protect their baby. A child escaping words, they don't know how to express themselves when it comes to their verbs. But they showing up for everybody else, but still showing up for themselves. You know, that energy is different. They was never doing it for likes and views, but they're being labeled at, hold on one second, mentally unstable. You know, that bad child, that child that's adolescent at the end of the day that just only knows how to wild out. They're doing so much bad things behind closed doors, but hold on one second, the public sees. You know, this type of stuff actually happens. When someone just needs a mother and a father at the end of the day, but who would have knew that God would protect that baby, allow them to see a vision that can relate to that. Hold on one second, I choose me because God never overlooked me. You know, it may not make sense to the average person, but that's okay. Because there's adults that don't act their body way, and there are adults that do act their body way, and there are children that are such in orderly fashion in the day that are still babies. That doesn't have a mother and father to protect them. That doesn't have a mother and father to say, I love you. That's still waiting for that call at the end of the day. Are you going to call me today? Damn, you locked up again? You locked up again? It's a chain of thought for me. A child is an adult, but still dealing with childhood wounds. But how can that be childhood wounds if someone keeps hurting them and they keep repeating the whole same thing? I'm going to get my life together. But they got so much to say about you. Get your life together. You're doing the right steps, choosing yourself to understand your own weather. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same, and I say that respectfully. Because there are mothers and fathers that get incarcerated. Come home and do that 360. It's different. I say that respectfully. Didn't have to pretend. They put the footwork in, not only get themselves together, but their priorities came first when it came to that baby. You know, protecting them from the world. I love you. That energy is different because they didn't have that love when it comes to emotional support at the end of the day. So they didn't have to pretend to love their baby. You know, that child, that adult, I say this respectfully, it wasn't a remote. Because you can't control someone at the end of the day. And I don't mean no disrespect when it comes to the devil, let alone the enemy. You know, behind bars, the scars. A child's just looking for, hold on one second, that daddy's hug, that mother's love, that mother's prayer. It's from a distance. But damn, is that truly rare? It became the norm at the end of the day. How society claimed us to be at the end of the day. Didn't matter your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, disability, or age, how divided we are. It's a train of thought for me. You know, everybody's walk of life ain't the same because you have parents that don't put themselves in situation to be removed out of a household from their children. You have people who don't make certain mistakes at the end of the day because they're there to show up for their child. Even if it's old wounds from the past. It's people that come out and change their life for the right and wrong, you know, because they have to correct their wrong, understand the right at the end of the day, to not make no other wrongs. You know, those promises, those broken promises at the end of the day. Those wounds hits different. They wasn't doing it for likes, they wasn't doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing when it came to their pain. You know that father that was incarcerated all his life, since a youth, came out of jail. Only was, hold on 1 second, he forgot the hell. Just became another number again. After 20 whole years, 30 years, 10, 40, what's your deal? I'm getting my life together. That's all the baby hears. But that baby's an adult now. Only rest to hold on 1 second. That broken heart can't be broken again. Because God restored that child for all the right reasons. That was God's baby. That ain't just different. You know, I may not make sense to the average person. And that's okay. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. You could disrespect me all day long, but you're not going to put your hands on me. And I say that respectfully. And it's not being cocky. You don't have to do something to somebody for someone to project sport towards you. You don't have to do something to somebody for someone to send you the evil eye. You don't have to do something to somebody for someone to have hate and jealousy and envy towards you. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. And never allow someone to throw in your face that you got mommy and daddy issues when you're trying to get you together. And I say that respectfully. And especially if they never walked a day in your shoes. My content is not for everyone. I'm far from a hater. Neighbor. Now, I have to change on me. All me has stuff intentions. You know, entertain purpose only. No, I have to trade over me. You know, my content, everybody that's, okay. It's a trade over me. You've been minding, you've been within mind, you've been to understand how the weather actually changed at the end of the day. Only right to hold on 1 second. You ever had to do a double take at one of your family members? Like, hold on 1 second. Uncle look-alike. It's the trade over me. You mean to tell me that you got a wig on? Wait, hold on 1 second. You mean to tell me that you dyed your hair within dyeing your hair? Hold on 1 second. It's too much going on at one goddamn time. You ever realize the weather started changing, whatever the case may be? And you got one of them guardians or family members in the day or associates like, come hang out with me, whatever the case may be. It starts to rain and it's really raining on a day. Day parade is ruined. That's the train coming. Ain't no marching band. Ain't no marching band. Ain't no tambourines either. It's the train over me. This fool starts to participate like, you know what, come help me out, do this real quick. Get the groceries out the bag. It's raining. Ooh. I was trying to figure out who they was talking about when they come to the family today. I ain't know they call you, Miss Perm. It's the train over me. Oh, no, for real. Because the way the wig is set up, it looks like a nice rainy day perm. It's the train throw me perfect and on until it actually starts to work at the end of the day when it starts to rain. Like, where do I go from here? It's the train over me. It's about to disappear. No, the train over me. This fool wig start to push back so goddamn bad. Oh, I feel so goddamn bad for this fool. Like, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to understand my concentration at the end of the day so I can help this fool fix the wig at one time when it comes to the tools. Like, I don't know what to do. It's the train of me. And especially when you want those like people that don't wear wigs and whatever case may be, or you a stylist, but you trying to figure out, I can't believe it's you. It's the trainer to me trying to get your life together. Oh, Lord, you my favorite uncle, too. I love you a long time. You ever had that one uncle try to be motherfucking cute at the end of the day? It starts to rain. No other trained over me. This fool not only got a perm going on at the end of the day, you didn't even know it was a perm. That's the trainer over me. got the dialogue going on or whatever the case may be going on. Got it going on. No, it's the trick of me. This fool starts bleeding out dye all over his clothes. Didn't I tell you stop telling the barber to stop putting that shit in your hair? No, it's the trick of y'all need to stop that bullshit. No, for real. First of all, I don't know, it was a cheap budget brand or whatever case it be when it came to the spray hair, whatever case it be. But when I tell you this fool was mad, it's the trick of me. You know, it's really messed up to put that spray hair stuff, the cheap version in your head, and then you want to put a cap on your head. First of all, do one of the two. No, it's the trick of me. You gonna make your own dream come true. It's the trick of me. Don't let the right woman come by. Everyone look at you like, what's wrong with you? No, for real. I'm just saying. This fool got the cap going on at one time, sweating at the second time, trying to figure out, are you okay to understand your own freaking frown? You smell a little bit too much, don't know what's going on. I say, get with the program, homeboy. This fool start to get mad at me. Go and say, you trying to be funny? No, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm trying to figure out, are you okay? That's a trick. I'm trying to figure out where to start at the end of the day. How do we stop this process from actually happening? It's a trick on me. This fool gonna say, help me. I don't know how. It's not stopping. It's a trick on me. The freaking dye starts to pour down at the end of the day, like really bad. It started to look like the bed started to connect. And the fool ain't got no bed. Yo, the bed started connected at the end of the day. Oh, so you mean to tell me that all you had to do is just put the cap on and the bed start to form? Perfectly fine. You didn't have to spend an extra $35. It's the trick of me. I'm not your general respect, and my concert everybody that's okay. Listen, God darn you. I may not be entertaining to you, but that's fine to Danny. No, that's the train of thought for me. You know, it's gonna be individuals that's not gonna be entertaining to you. Just like people that you're not supposed to sleep with. No, it's the train of thought for me. Hello. But respect is a two-way street regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, your age. You could go find somebody else to watch. And I say that respectfully. No, it's the trade though for me. Always be a stop with no misattentions. It be the center thought for me. Chicks and dudes be peeping how you moving. They trying to school you, but they still humble themselves at the end of the day. How do you get discouraged? You got so much hate and animosity. How you got faith at the end of the day, but you fake gaslighting folks only as a hold on 1 second. It took a hate train to bring motivation in your life at the end of the day. You ain't have your heart hold on 1 second to actually pump. To understand and stay in your lane when it comes to being comfortable. Hold on 1 second in your own skin. Showing ballers your mental when it comes to growth. Hold on 1 second, all because hold on 1 second you so dysfunctional. Low IQ score. Only as to hold on 1 second your words didn't make sense at the end of the day. How? How your own words did not make sense to you? You out here playing with spoken in a toxic way, trying to discourage somebody because they believe in their faith. You wanted someone to jeopardize themselves to be a crash out, but they was truly far from wilding now. They wasn't doing it for life. He was a cloud chasing or fame. We all don't pray the same, but hold on 1 second. You ain't got hate in our vein. God was never for life. We was a cloud chasing or fame. How could you possibly have hate? But you talking about you pray, talking about faith. But you out here playing with spirit to keep up. Trying to dim somebody's light, all because they understood that, hold on 1 second, that concentration is different. They understood a work that you couldn't relate to. Going within and actually do the proper healing. They wasn't doing it for fame. They wasn't doing it for fame. When they knew how to respect themselves at the end of the day, even on their rainy days. Overcoming the testimonies you can relate to, going within. It's going to bother your mental health at the end of the day. Seeing someone that didn't have to seek revenge, besides be a truth teller at the end of the day, it's going to bother your growth when it comes to your attention span, acting your shoe size, not your body weight. It's a trick on me. How this type of stuff actually happens. No, for real. This type of stuff really actually happens. You don't have to know somebody for someone to put you in competition. You don't have to know somebody for someone to send you spell work. You don't have to know somebody for somebody supposed to be doing magic towards you. No, it's the trade on me. I don't know what's wrong with these people either. Now, respectfully, always be yourself with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. You know, loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. You know, God's prayer is different. God sharpens you up when it comes to certain tools. You need that pen at the end of the day. All you need is more prayer. They would never understand the concentration when it comes to motivation. It actually hits different. You know, putting the proper footwork in, they would never understand that. Hold on 1 second. God wasn't allow you to dim your light because someone didn't understand your reflection. You know, looking in the mirror, you're beautiful, but it started within. It wasn't competing at the end of the day when it came to your neighbor. Then mad they tags break with their bad habits. They try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially. Some people actually went through these type of things at the end of the day when it came to hate train, gang stalking, all because someone didn't understand how you truly prayed. You know, the innocent person that truly had potential and still does at the end of the day. And then the motivation is different. Throwing in the towel wasn't part of your tax bracket. Because miracles happen every single day. What a blessing. It was you not counting yourself out. Because you was on the winning team when you least expected. When you chose yourself not to overlook you. You was your biggest cheerleader when you least expected. Participating at the end of the day would never understand that layup hits different. You know, healing trauma and pain. That walk of life don't... That walk of life won't understand. That walk of life won't make sense to the average person because you took the proper steps when it come to balance, being emotionally stable. Even days when you didn't know how to find peace within to better yourself, who would have known that you overcome? Man, just different because practice made perfect when you least expect it. The right people poured into you, not to overlook you. They didn't have to dibble and dab with spoiler because it wasn't competing. Man, it's just different. Regardless of giving poverty and pain. When the right people see you, they hear you, they respect you. Growth truly looks good on you, and I say it respectfully. Never throw the towel in because someone didn't know how to show up for you, respect you, love you, or meet you halfway. The beautiful gift to give to yourself at the end of the day is you choosing you, regardless of what zip code, county, country, continent that you in at the end of the day. Regardless of trying to ruin your reputation, regardless of trying to rob you mentally, spiritually, or financially at the end of the day. Because when God is protecting you, it's something they can't take away. It's within you. Because your soul was never for sale. We all aren't the same when you truly keeping it real, far from a hater, regardless of keeping poverty and pain. You know, I may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. But always be yourself with anomalous intentions. You know, gang stalking is real to your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. And I say that respectfully. I am not a sex worker, and I am not an addict, regardless of what man or woman is trying to plot against me or trying to blackmail me against me. I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. I love to talk about love. No, it's a trait, Dobby. I do. Love is one of a kind, with the right one surely for you. Wow. It was more so save the comments. You know, the backlash at the end of the day. Because folks wanted to participate when it came to the hate train. They wanted to dim your light, but who would have knew that God allowed you to see a lens they couldn't relate to? Someone truly loving you. It wasn't complicated at the end of the day. Someone meeting you halfway. Someone showing you it's okay to be emotionally available. Someone that you're not used to at the end of the day. Someone truly keeping it real with you. You know, I love you. It wasn't just the words at the end of the day. Actions spoke louder than words when you least expected. How miracles can truly do happen when you least expect it. It wasn't a rejection, but truly your protection because you was on divine's time and God time. The energy is different. You know, someone truly showed you why love is real, emotionally available. Did I say that already? You know, because you start to get lost in your words when you realize that, hold on 1 second. Someone sees you, hears you, respects you. They're your biggest cheerleader up close in person behind closed doors, even when folks trying to reject you, disrespect you. You know, it wasn't for likes, it was a cloud chasing of fame because they was acting the same up close in person behind closed doors. They didn't have to change. It just got better when it comes to chapter after chapter. Who would have knew the love of your life showed up for you to pour into you? You know, even rainy days, good days, bad days, 6 days, sick days. They wasn't trying to shortchange your pocket when it come to hold on 1 second. Confidence is different. Like, hold on 1 second. So you mean to tell me that true love is not someone fumbling somebody? You mean to tell me that true love is not disrespect? You mean to tell me that true love is not lust? You know, toxic love at the end of the day? You mean to tell me that true love is blessed? You mean to tell me at the end of the day that someone could truly walk into your life to truly protect your heart when it comes to your peace, truly bring you balance? Hold on 1 second. God truly showed you a way? You know, that energy is different. Y'all may not pray the same when it comes to the love of your life, but who would have knew that someone had the key to your heart because God was truly treating you right? God allowed you to see faith. You walk by faith, not by sight. Hold on 1 second. Time and change. That elevation is different when it comes to growth. Someone truly showing you why they value time and day. A win for a win. Who would have knew it was love? Because you chose you to understand growth. You know, because maturity is different. Your boundaries. You know, you brought peace into your life when he overlooked you. You was your biggest cheerleader when you almost overlooked you. It was so many chapters you could have lost you. You threw in the towel so many times. There's certain folks that will never understand that. Hold on 1 second, how you maintain your smile today. But because you chose you prayed to go within. Even when you didn't know you was praying. Only because, hold on 1 second, God never overlooked you. Because God didn't overlook you, and God allowed you to see unconditional love started within. Because God gave you the proper tools, you still being patient with time and day when it comes to healing. God brought the right person into your life when it comes to balance. Bringing peace into your life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments. That energy is different. Wow. I may not make sense to the average person, but that's okay. But when God sends the right person to your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. Someone not reminding you what you overcame, you passed. That ain't just different. They didn't have to gaslight. They didn't have to gaslight you. Even when you get lost in your words, someone didn't have to put their hands on you, disrespect you, call you slow, stupid, or retarded. Because you have good days, bad days, misunderstanding days. Someone knew how to fix your crown. That'll maintain your smile. Especially when someone prayed for you. They wasn't doing it for life, for the cloud chasing, of fame. Because God was never for sale. When God was showing you both at the end of the day how you can truly heal. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. No mother or father should lose a child due to jealousy, envy, insecurity, or someone projecting spoke or sending someone an evil eye, or have them listen to just towards somebody. Say that respectfully. How this type of stuff actually happens. It's certain individuals that outgrow certain chapters in your life at the end of the day. It's certain individuals that won't understand, and they want to have that bond with you still, just to control the narrative of your life. And no mother or father should have to deal with a phone call or deal with someone lacking self-control because someone didn't know how to respect someone's space. Someone didn't know how to respect someone's identity. It's a train of thought for me. How this type of stuff actually happens. No mother or father should lose their child due to violence, due to hate crime, due to discrimination, due to someone projecting sport or sending someone an evil eye, or even a hate train going towards their child, good day, bad day, or a misunderstanding. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It doesn't matter if that mother and father is a single parent household or not, regardless they keep in poverty and pain. No mother or father should have to deal with the overwhelmness of losing a child or losing themselves due to someone's lack of self-control. No mother or father should lose their child due to custody or have their child stripped out of their hands at the end of the day because someone lacks self-control. How this type of stuff actually happens. How someone wants to project spoke or energy harvest of someone's energy, or have a listen to just towards someone's child, and to try to ruin the image of a mother and father that's a provider, that knows how to respect their baby, that prays for their baby, that protects their baby, that gives that baby that proper nourishment. But someone didn't want that mother and father to maintain a smile. They wanted that mother and father to be their own worst prisoners. How this type of stuff actually happens. And I hope that one day that you reunite with your child and you get the proper healing that you are deserving, because you are worthy. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. You mad and you're worthy. My content is not for everyone. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Hi to the genuine ones. Hi. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Don't dim your light, neighbor, neighbor. I'm far from a hater. You got potential, they a hater, but don't dim your light. Yeah, you matter, you're worthy. You matter, you're worthy. Listen, say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Just because moments, and just because moments. Love yourself. Oh, love yourself. G.O.D. got your back. What a miracle you chose yourself. Don't tell me you like you are blessing, blessing. Yeah, you. You're blessing, blessing. Yeah, you. If you mess up, don't give up. Don't give up. If you mess up, don't give up. Don't give up. We have far from haters over here. Got it, guys. Stop the violence. Naya? Yes, peace. What's today's day? Today is currently November 14th, 2025. Today's currently, that part. Got it, guys. Stop the violence. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I would never hurt myself regardless to who has me shadow banned or regardless to what man or woman or child is threatening my life, and I say it respectfully. You know, gang stalking is real to your household. I do not live in fear and I walk these streets alone. You know, you don't have to know somebody at the end of the day for someone to have animosity towards you or someone to project a hate crime towards you or to try to rob you mentally, spiritually, or financially or to gather a hate group towards you. Never allow a man or woman to project fear in you when they decide to take your kindness or weakness. They said that you're not worthy. You're nobody and your voice does not matter. I'm a truth teller and I don't run from my past. I don't run from he say, she say either at the end of the day. Even when folks tell lies. It's the train that throwing me. Oh my God, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I gotta go. I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. I never gave nobody permission to make money over me or to use my creativity as their own ideas at the end of the day. When they hack my device, accounts, emails, and more at the end of the day. You know, gang stalking, individuals will monitor your phone call. They will control your phone calls. They will make sure that you don't get your phone calls. They will monitor your mail, your packages. They will hack your emails, your accounts. And they try to paint you to be mentally unstable. And they can't wait for you to crash out at the end of the day. Also, they'll be able to control the narrative. They will even use your own documentations against you to get you locked up or put you in the cyber at the end of the day. They would try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, or even project power towards you. Or make sure at the end of the day that you're homeless. And they would say, oh, that's your karma. Or because you're a truth teller. It's a train of thought for me. I'm far from ahead, and I put everything in my Heavenly Mother, Father God's hands, regardless to what zip code, what county, what country I'm at the end of the day. I would never hurt myself, and I would never live in fear. And I say that respectfully, regardless to who they gather from my past and who they try to participate to bring in my life down. The strength of me. Listen, leave me alone if you ain't for me at the day. No, for real, for real. God didn't send you. I haven't done say somewhere else. I'm far from hater. You know, when God sends the right people into your life, respect's a two-way street. They see you, they hear you, they respect you, and they don't have malicious intentions. They're not trying to outdo you when it comes to trauma. No, they're praying for you, not against you. And they're far from haters. No, it's the trick of me. If they not for you, they keep on pushing. Hello, I gotta go. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. They hack their body weight and their shoe size. That motivation is different. The devil gonna try to tell so many lies, trying to discover you, try to put you in a blind side situation. But when the right people walk into your life, they're not trying to disrespect you. They don't keep up. They're not trying to disrespect you. They're not trying to keep up with that monster. At the end of the day, how your past was projecting on you when they had hidden agendas. You know, rob you mentally, spiritually, financially. You know, try to humiliate you at the end of the day. It was never competition. When the right people would truly approach you, they want what's best for you, the most healthiest way. Because they see you, they hate it, respect you. Respect a two-way street. Someone ain't for it, and they know how to keep pushing. No, the train over. They don't got time for the hate train, the drama, he say, she say. They don't got time for that bullshit. It's the train over me. Always be yourself. Never allow someone to make you feel like your voice does not matter, regardless of what environment that you're in. I am my biggest cheerleader. When nobody's rooting for me, I choose me. When you overlook me, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. My soul was never for sale. I worship the good God with no malicious intentions. And my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God gives me my creativity. It starts within. It's not on me, it's the strength on me. The clothes, whatever case may be. It's within. Always be yourself. Regardless of what community you're in, regardless of your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age, when the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. I'm still healing from a hate crime that was done to me. I'm far from a hater. And I say that respectfully. No, and the chicken, we all not the same. Misunderstood in love by you, far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community. Peace and respect, your neighbors, little ones. Stop the violence. Always be yourself. Loving yourself is not a crime. And what may not be the norm to average people at the end of the day, and especially when you don't have malicious intentions and you don't run from your past, never allow someone to stop you from growth. And I say that respectfully. Everybody's growth ain't the same. And especially when someone's not doing it for likes and views of clout chasing or fame. Because when the right community, the right people who respect you, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. It's currently November 14, 2005, and it's currently 10:54 p.m. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone regards to what third party is trying to project the conversation say they had with me. Never happened. No, that's the trade though for me. I work alone when it comes to my creativity. And I always have since day one, regardless of who you are, regardless of your tax bracket. No, that's the trade though because I see you silly. I said what I said. And I don't wish the devil. And I don't wish bad on my neighbor. It's sent off me. We ain't the same, neighbor. You know, individuals will make money off you, try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, even try to steal your creativity. But when God endorses creativity within you at the end of the day, it's a flow they can't relate to. Go on with that. Emotion is different. Balance. It's the trick of me. To the genuine ones, I truly hope all is well in your end. You matter and you're worthy. Never give up on yourself because someone did not love you, respect you, protect you. You poured into the wrong cup. When the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, respect you. Regardless to what subject it is when it comes to relationship, business-wise, you put the name to your book at the end of the day. You matter and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I would never hurt myself regardless of who's gang stalking me. And I say respectfully, I would never hurt myself. And I said it respectfully. You know, when it comes to gang stalking, you don't have to know somebody for someone to project sport towards you, or even place it in front of your door, or even project at the end of the day to project fear in you through other people in different tax brackets. Never allow someone to project fear in you. I would never hurt myself regardless of trying to blackmail me, and I say it respectfully. I'm far from a hater. It's a trend on me. It's a big difference, hater. I gotta go. Stop the violence. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Gotta go.